What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 7. And this episode is titled Seeing Red, you guys. So before we jump into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so before we go ahead and get into this episode, let's talk about Life After Lockup. So you guys know Life After Lockup returns in December, right? And they showed a commercial in this episode for Life After Lockup, and oh my sweet Jesus stars, there are so many people on there that I do not want to see again. Number one on the list is Melissa and Louis. And actually, scratch that. I don't want to see Melissa. I'm fine with seeing Louis. I just don't want to see Melissa at all. Then Blaine and Lindsay are back. I was like, oh my God. I don't want to see them either. We get the return of Chevelle and Quaylin. Who else is back? I saw Cameron and I forget what his fiance, Cameron and Eris. And who else do we have? Brittany and Key-Rock are gonna be on there as well. But yeah, Melissa and Louis? No. Speaking of Melissa and Louis, let's go ahead and get Melissa and Louis out the way. Let me say this right here real quick. When it comes to Louis, and I typically don't say this about anybody, but for Louis, I do hope he cheats on Melissa. That ain't no shade at all. I hope the hell that Louis cheats on Melissa. Period, point blank. Because Melissa is ridiculous. Melissa gets on my nerves. I just don't understand Melissa. Again, for Melissa, I'm jumping ahead. But for Melissa to talk about his teeth in the episode, if you got a problem with his teeth, what the hell make you think that another woman wants a man with fucked up teeth? No shade to him. I think Louis is a good guy, and I actually like Louis. Melissa, I can't stand her. You guys remember that Louis made Melissa the pizza, right? So he went to go see her at the room, and so when he went to go see her, she wasn't in her room, so he went looking for her, and he found her in the gym. So they went back to the room. Actually, they stayed in that gym and ate that pizza. And she's still delusional. She thinks that women want him. I'm sorry, what woman? No woman wants him. The man just got out of prison. He has nothing to offer. Again, no shade to you, Louis, but he has nothing to offer. So what is it? So what are you worried about, ma'am? Please explain to the viewing public, what are you so worried about? You're a psycho. You're stuck in high school. I really wish that. Why is she on Life After Lockup? I don't understand it.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch.
I don't understand. I literally don't understand. What the hell is Melissa doing on Life After Lockup? Oh God, there's just no way I can deal with Melissa. And then we went to see them go get his teeth examined. Right, Brumman got a lot of work that he needs done on his teeth. Either he get a denture or he gets some implants. Right. Now the dentures are cheaper than which I figured that the dentures would be less expensive than the implants. However, Melissa doesn't want him to get the dentures because she doesn't want it to be a situation where she wakes up to him and his teeth are not in his mouth and it's like an old man. Well, ma'am, you should have thought about that when you got involved with a man that had done meth before he went into prison. That was his issue. So you should have thought about that. You should have known from the jump when he told you I'm in for meth. You should say, oh, you probably got meth mouth. So when you come out, your teeth gonna be fucked up. Like, you should have thought about that, Melissa. And I get that he is very insecure about his teeth. And, I definitely understand it. I get it. And like I said, I like Louis. The crazy thing is I actually really like Louis more than I like Melissa. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just still pissed off that they're going to be on Life After Lockup. Again, I can handle Louis. Her, not so much. Here's the other thing with Melissa. When they went to this appointment, Melissa, why did you feel the need to tell that lady at the front desk, I'm his girlfriend? I don't think that woman was looking at Louis the way that, like, you put too much stock into you put too much into Louis, because it just bothers me how she's like, I'm his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure that lady was like, ma'am, I don't give a fuck if you're his dog, if you're his aunt, if you're his sister, if you're his mother. I don't give a damn what you are to this man. Like, Melissa just gets on my fucking nerves, you guys. Let's pause here and move forward to the next couple. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Renika and Asante. And I have this question for WeTV. So are y'all gonna show on every episode that this season filmed prior to Asante's passing? I mean, I think by now we know that Asante passed, and I think by now we know that this was filmed long before the man passed. Rest in peace to Asante, right? And I'm not even gonna bag on Asante, because in this episode, it's literally all Renika. So you guys remember the last time we saw Renika, that Renika pulled up to that hotel room, right? Knocked on the door, somebody came to the door. Well, it was Asante, right? So she asking him, is the bitch in there with you? Why do you care, ma'am? If that woman is in there, what are you gonna do to her? You ain't gonna beat her up. You ain't gonna fight this woman. You're a joke at this point, Renika. Again, rest in peace to Asante, right? And I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for his kids, right? But I am ecstatic but I feel like they had broke up anyways. So we're just gonna X Asante out of the equation. I'm glad that this shit right here happened, right? Because Renika she has shown how stupid and how foolish she is, right? So they are talking, and she was, again, like I said, she was talking about the fact, where the bitch at? Man, what that bitch got to do with you? Let's back it. Let's run it all the way back real quick, right? Shall we? When you talked to that woman when they were sending you the fucking money, that woman told you, asked her, so you his auntie? And she said, I'm his girlfriend. When the woman said that she his girlfriend, your dumb ass still took him to the Airbnb I don't know why I'm putting an air quote, because it is an Airbnb, to the Airbnb that you staying at, had sex with him unprotected, because you let us know that in this episode that he fucked you raw. I was like, oh, that is so nasty. So I wonder how does Renika feel now, knowing that the producers asked him, so who was that lady? He said, she's my auntie. They were like, really? He's like, so y'all want me to be honest? They said, yes. He said, okay, so yeah, she's somebody that I know. I've known her for years. And, she had bought me a phone and some other stuff. So I went over there to go see her at 5 o'clock in the morning. So they said, did you have sex with her? He said, yeah, we had sex. I was like, Renika, you gotta feel stupid knowing that this man, rest in peace to you, Asante. Rest in peace, right? But you gotta feel stupid to know that this man had sex with you his first night out of prison, dipped out of your place at 5 in the morning, went to go fuck another woman. And then you said again, your words, not mine, he fucked you raw. Girl, you look about dumb as fuck. Then you telling this man that you're gonna have his bail revoked. That man said it ain't your money. I was like, I think we all knew that, Asante. That girl didn't have the money the first to go and have anybody. That girl got money from other people. She didn't have the money. I mean, let's look at her fucked up ass car. Let's look at Renika's car. Let's look at Renika's wigs. Let's look at everything about Renika. Nothing about Renika screams that she had that amount of money to get Asante out of prison, out of that, whatever he was. Renika was full of shit, right? And again, like I said, I hate that the man lost his life. I'm elated that I ain't got to look at Renika ever again. I just, when she said that man had sex with her raw, I was like, girl, you said this on camera as if this was a badge of honor or something to be proud of. You let a man fresh out of prison have unprotected sex with you. That says more about you than it says about him. I know she thought that she did some big shit. Yeah, when he got out, me wrong. I was like, girl, that speaks volumes to your nasty, tacky ass character. But look at your wig. Never mind. I'm gonna leave her alone. I'm gonna leave Renika alone, because she is just a piece of work on her own right. What kind of example? This is not a good example for your daughters. I just really want you to know that, Renika. I hope that you watch this episode and tell your daughters, don't be as stupid as your mama was, because your mama was looking like a dumbass fool. Just dumb as fuck. Dumb as all hell. Dumb. Stupid. Dumb. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, Chelsea and Mikey. Now, I will say in this episode, I felt bad for Mikey because Chelsea, y'all know I like Chelsea, right? But Chelsea, sweetie pie, baby girl, honey bunches of oats. You were 100% wrong for the way that you treated Mikey in this episode. Mikey ain't done shit to you. Now, is Mikey a little sexually frustrated? Absolutely, right? Because she didn't sleep well, and I got when she woke up. She said she didn't sleep well because she's worried about her children. That's fine, and that is understandable. And then he said, "Well, I slept well." She says, "Well, good for you. At least one of us did, right?" I was on Chelsea's side with that part. So Mikey, again, sexually frustrated, went into the bathroom. I'm pretty sure he probably went into the bathroom to give himself, a handy, right? Come out. So he's in the bathroom and she's on the phone. Her friend calls her who has her kids. Her friend tells her that her kids, they all came, they all were not feeling good when they woke up, right? But he gave them all some medicine. Then he tells her that, he got a letter from she got a letter. He checked the mail. It's from SSI. So she gets SSI and SSA from her dad's workers' comp. Now, I don't understand that. If somebody else knows what that means, let me know in the comment section. But he showed her the letter, and the letter said 0000. So Chelsea ain't getting no money this month, and she's freaking out because, like, how is she going to take care of her kids and her bills? And I get that. Her friend says, "You know what, don't worry about it, Chelsea. I'll take care of the food. I'll help you in any way I can." Mikey came back out to ask her what's going on, and she told him she's not getting her SSI, right? And so he was asking her what was her friend saying, and she said, "She's not I'm talking to him. I'm not an interpreter." I was like, Chelsea, baby girl. Mikey's just trying to figure out what's going on and if he can help you. And I just did not like I said, you guys, I truly did not like the way that Chelsea was talking to Mikey. I thought it was so damn disrespectful. Now, you guys know, remember, when we met Chelsea in Lockup, Love During Lockup, that Mikey had the stroke, right? So Mikey's going to go see an attorney to see what kind of a claim he has. And when Mikey said what happened, that it started at 3:30, and so they took him back to his cell, and they told him they would come back to him once they finished dispersing the medicine. Then they came back and got him, and they had to call somebody. They called an ambulance, but then they canceled the ambulance and said they were going to put him in a transport van. Then they put him in these shackles or whatever and handcuffed him and everything. I was like, but the man was having a stroke, and y'all was literally going to let that man just croak over. I think Mikey might have a case, but the attorney told him that they're gonna have to go through that's gonna be a long process. Discovery. The discovery process is gonna be quite a while. And he said, "I'm not a doctor, so we'll talk to a doctor and see what the doctor's recommendations are, and we'll go from there." He said it could take anywhere from 6 to 8 months. Mikey was thinking it was gonna be, about a month or two. I was like, "Nah, Mikey, that's not gonna take a month or two." But hey, so then when they went to the attorney's office, like I said, Chelsea was just still being rude to Mikey. And so he came out, and she was, once again, like I said, still rude. She woke up, and they got into it again. And he's like, "If you're going to treat me like this, I'm not sitting in the car with you." And she burned out. And I get it that Chelsea is upset about the fact that she's not going to have money to take care of her family when she gets back home. I get that. But Mikey did nothing to Chelsea. Like, if Mikey had done something to Chelsea, I would be 100% here for Chelsea. Like I said a few minutes ago, I understood how she felt when she was talking about the fact that she couldn't sleep because of she was thinking about her kids. I got that. But after that, everything else that happened had absolutely nothing to do with Mikey. And Chelsea, you owe that man a big apology. So we're gonna pause here, you guys, and we're gonna move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, we got Shereé, and I got a gnat in my apartment that is bothering the shit out of me. Shereé and Anthony, you guys. So Shereé and Anthony, their scene wasn't really much. It wasn't much to their scene. So we're going to kind of breeze through it. Remember in last week's episode that Anthony was having a conversation with his mom about his relationship. So he just relayed the conversation to Shereé. And so while they were talking, his PO did call, and you guys remember he went to check in, but he got that ankle monitor on, right? So the PO did tell him that, "Hey, I will let you be out, but you can't be out no later than 1 o'clock in the morning." So he's fine with that. I also did notice that Anthony looked like he don't give a fuck about this party because Shereé and his mama were both happy about the party. Anthony couldn't be bothered to give a damn about this party because Anthony's face was just like this. He don't care about that party. All he wants to see is his soon-to-be stepson. You guys, I completely forgot about Shereé's storyline for a minute because her brother, she said her twin came over, and when the twin came over, he was talking about them getting married. I was like, wait a minute, they're not married. Then I thought about it. That's right. Shereé told her family that they got married, but they didn't get married because he was still married to his ex-wife at the time, and she faked that marriage certificate. So I was like, oh my God, I forgot all about that. Shereé, how much sense does that make? I'm just kind of confused how much sense that made because you paid $100 for a fake marriage license. Girl, ain't no way in the hell I would have done it. That $100 could have went towards some food, some gas, anything, anything, anything. So Shereé's big brother, I think his name is Debo, he's very protective of Shereé and her son, and I appreciate that. What I will say to Anthony when it comes to Richie's father, I get that you want to have a conversation with his father about being present in his life. I get that. But I also will say that you are overstepping boundaries. You are not this young man's stepfather and you're not his father. So you don't have the right to come into this situation and try to tell that man how to raise his son or be in his son's life. That is up to that man if he wants to be a part of his son's life. If he doesn't, then you can't force him to do anything he doesn't want to do. At the end of the day, that is a grown-ass man. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants to do. I get you coming from a place of you want to be there for the young man. I get that. I have no problem with that. But I think that you might be overstepping your boundaries I think you might be overstepping just a little bit. And I don't know why Shereé won't say anything, but hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me know what you guys think about that. Then in the comment section below. So after that, we did see as, him and his mom went to go shop for a ring for Shereé. I actually like the ring that he got for Shereé. His mama thinks the ring is too small, but I actually like the ring. Y'all can tell me what y'all think about that in the comments, like I said a few minutes ago. And we'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, next up, let's talk about Joy and Red. So you guys remember we ended last week's episode with Joy and Red, right? And he was getting out of prison. So he made it out of the prison. And when I tell you they shared a kiss, and it was the most awkward kiss I have ever saw in my life, I was like, awkward. So awkward. Him and his sister look like twins. Joy, you're delusional as hell. That's all I got to say about it. So her name is Joy Nomi. Joy Nomi. Ma'am, you are delusional. All right, you guys. So they went out to, I don't know where they went to, but they went out to eat. And, he was talking about how he's missed so much stuff with his family. Because one of his, I think it was his cousin, she had graduated college. She got a new car, a new house, and everything of the sorts. So he just missed out on a lot of stuff with them, right? And while they were talking, they brought up the fact of her. Actually, he brought it up. He was talking about, her cheating. Once again, can we stop saying that woman cheated on him? Because, he was in prison. What was she going to do? They also brought up the fact that they talked to her about the fact that she never went to go see him. And he said that's how the conversation came up about her cheating on him, that, she never went to go see him. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go visit somebody that I don't know either. No shade, no tea, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not. So sorry to tell you that. Now, his mama brought up the fact that, and remember, she said last week to Joy Nomi that he had her send Joy Nomi money that other women sent to him. Now, he says that he did this because of, the situation that happened with her cheating on him. I was like, oh, that's what we're going to run with. Okay, I guess if that's what you want to say, that's what you want to say. Who am I to say cat, dog, boo? I really do believe that he was already talking to them other women before Joy Nomi cheated on him. Now, he got it from the table at one point in this episode, right? When he got it from that table, he left out with his cousin, him and his cousin was outside. He FaceTimed the woman. I was like, oh, so you are still talking to other women. No shock there. Joy Nomi. Girl, and she was talking about they might want to try for another baby. Ma'am, you mean y'all want to try for a baby of your own? Because I'm still not letting go of the fact of that if you slept with two men or three or four, I really hope you know how many men you slept with, because here's the thing that I have a problem. It's not even the problem that you don't even know who the father of that baby is. But I would hope that you would, I would hope that you know who you slept with and go get a DNA test to find out. Because here's the thing, it could have been far worse than you getting pregnant. You could have got an STD, my girl. You could have gotten an STD because obviously you had unprotected sex. So you could have gotten an STD. So never mind. Maybe she don't care. I don't know. Let's pause here and wrap up this episode. All right, you guys. So I chose the worst for last. Brittany and fucking Andy. Maybe I should flip that around. Andy and fucking Brittany. Now, I've said it plenty of times before. When it comes to Andy and Brittany, I don't like Andy, and I don't like Brittany. And baby, Brittany in this episode showed her ass and showed her britches, as my grandma used to say. So at this point, he's trying to figure, just trying to reconnect with her, right? Kind of like how they were when she was in prison. I'm like, sir, you're never going to get that time. You're never going to get that back. That woman was using you the entire time. So he wants to go fishing, and she's like, you don't fish. Then he made her some pancakes. She's like, you don't even eat pancakes. Now, I will say I agreed with her when it's like, why are you doing something that you don't technically necessarily do? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Is just not part of my thing. If there are things that, like, if I tell you there's something that I don't like to do and you'd like to do it, we can make a comp. I might go. But if it's like, here's the thing. If it's like something that I don't agree with, right? I'm like, I might not agree with that, and you can do it. I'm not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do, but it's just not something that I want. Like if it's a food, like I can't eat peanuts because I'm allergic to it, right? I may say, hey, I can make you. You want me to make you something that got nuts on it? You can have the nuts. I won't eat the nuts, right? I know I'm probably making apples and I'm comparing apples and oranges, but still, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do nothing that if I say I don't eat this thing or I don't want to do this, I'm not going to do it. Period, point blank. After that, she decides that she wants to bring up the fact that, he told her when she got out of prison that he would give her $1,200, right? So she asked for, and remember, he only gave her $5. So she's asking for the other $700, or was it, how much money he gave her? I know she was asking for the other $700 because she said she got to give it to her kids. I was like, I know you's a fucking lie. Give it to your kids. Girl, were you thinking about your kids them 2 years that you was in prison? Actually, scratch that, 3 years. Let's go back 3 years when you was doing the drugs. Were you thinking about your fucking kids at that point? I think the fuck not. So miss me with the bullshit, Brittany. Then he was like, he can't go to the bank and he can't withdraw all the money. And she was like, why not? Because he said, we can go to the bank on Monday. She's like, why can't we go now? I would have said, bitch, it's my money first and foremost. So what the fuck are you talking to me about? Then he was like, she can only get out $500 in a day. And she was like, I don't believe that. Now I was like, well, depending on who he's banking with, that might be true. Because I know when I used to bank with Bank of America, I couldn't get out no more than $500 in a day. And I was like, that is so stupid. And now the bank that here recently, I went to try to take out some money from my bank. I took out $600, and then I tried to take some more out, and they was like, you have reached your limit for the day. I was like, I know you fucking lying. I was like, damn. Then she asked about the car. He's like, well, I can give you the car. I just got to get my stuff out. He was like, you can take me to work. And she's like, so do you have the title? He says, no, it's leased. She was like, what the fuck? So you can't really give me the car because it's in your name. I was like, ma'am, pump the brakes. Flag on the play. Time out. Brittany, you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit, Brittany. You ain't got a house or a window or a pot. You don't even have a house, a window, or a pot to throw the piss out of. You ain't got a pot to piss in. You ain't got a window to throw it out of. And you don't have a house to throw it out of. You don't have anything. You don't have a pot, a window, or a house. So what the fuck are you talking about? Brittany really got on my nerves in this episode. I was like, it is the audacity for me. So then she's like, she believed that he's lying. He's like, she's like, are you broke? No, but you're broke because you ain't got no motherfucking money. You just got your raggedy ass out of prison. So then he said, I got money. So he showed her his bank account. He had almost $3,000. He had $2,700 in there. Almost $3,000. I was like, okay, Andy, you got more than what I was thinking you had. She said, that's all you got? Or what? Show me your bank account, Brittany. How much do you have in the bank, sweetie? Oh, I didn't think you did have. I thought you had nothing. He got pissed off and walked out. I was like, exactly. Brittany was doing the absolute most for me. Oh, Jesus. Get rid of these two, too. Get rid of them. Done. Don't bring them back. That's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on. Share the video. And until next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.